sodor, Percy was decided to see how fast he could go. Started from the docks to Knapford. Percy was going pretty fast. The speed indicator didn't know how fast he was going. Percy decided to be careful whenever it was downhill, but because Percy didn't realize his brakes had a problem and won't work properly. So after reaching a hill, the first hill, Percy decided to be careful when going down. Percy was now at the top of the hill. Unfortunately, there's no signal box nearby, and the tracks were switched onto a off-rail, and the signal showed danger. But of course, Percy didn't know this. After Percy was puffing down the hill, he realized his brakes weren't working. Percy was going faster and faster down the hill. His brakes came on at the last second, but unfortunately it was too late. He came right off the rails. Now Percy was stuck. Poor Percy. Later that night, Thomas was waiting for Percy. Thomas was concerned because Percy was never this late. Soon the Fat Controller came. Thomas got some news that Percy had a little problem with his brakes, so I'll need you to take the mail train. Alrighty, sir. Thomas had finally made it to Timoth Station, where the mail train would be waiting. Thomas would have to take the mail train to the harbor to pick up some mail from Henry's train. Soon Thomas was off to the docks, aka the harbor. Maybe, said Thomas, if I head on to my branch line where the harbor is, for some reason, I will be able to see what happened to Percy. Yeah, even though the lamp isn't on, if I look here, there's a shine from the lamp. So that's weird. Thomas was now on his way to the harbor. Soon, when Thomas he came to Knapford Junction. Yeah, this game is based off of the railway series, so Timoth is the big terminus station, and Knapford is just a small junction for Thomas's branch line. I'm sure most of you know that if you read the railway series. Unfortunately for Thomas, the points were swapped onto the wrong line. and Thomas just came into a siding. Originally, I thought you can, these were unsafe buffers and you could roll down the hill into the water, but fortunately they're not, but that would be a cool feature if it was in this game. And right back to the episode. Soon Thomas was now on his branch. Double. The signal showed clear, and the moon was shining so Thomas could know his way. Soon Thomas was approaching Dryar, where he and Percy would usually take a rest at. But because of Percy's accident, Percy couldn't be here. Then Thomas saw Percy. Percy, what happened? I was testing how fast I could go, but until when I was coming down the hill, my brakes weren't working, and then I came off the tracks, and now I'm here. My goodness. Well, help should be here soon, by what Sir Top of Hat said. Alrighty. And with that, Thomas left. Soon Thomas came to the area where Percy left off. Oh. This part. This rail really needs to get fixed sometime soon. And with that, Thomas left off. The mail vans were heavy to pull up the hill. Then, soon when Thomas was going to come downhill, Thomas probably felt he was going to fall off the rails. But he would have to see the hill was very steep. But because of the weight of the mail vans, Thomas wasn't going that fast. And Thomas had come to a nice stop. Not long now until I'm at the harbor, said Thomas. Thomas forgot about the unsafe buffers at the harbor. Soon, that would cause him problems. As Thomas continued puffing down the branch line. Soon Thomas was approaching the end of the branch line for now. The signal had shown red. That means Thomas would have to stop soon. At last, Thomas was at the station harbor. The harbor, and Thomas came to a stop and had to wait for Henry. Even though, in the last episode, Henry was rebuilt into his LMS Black 5, we're going to return him into his old shape, so, for a special video, of course, most of you guys probably know what that video is. After a journey with a passenger train, Henry was now spinning around on the turntable to go couple up to all of his vans to collect some mail for Thomas's train. Soon, Henry was now reversing to couple up to his vans. And soon Henry was off to the harbor. Don't want to do the entire journey, so I'll see you there. I would just like to let you guys know, for one Pacific episode for Stories of Sodor, I'm going to do a different game quick. For one Pacific episode. Soon Henry is now at Knapford Junction. Jesus, loud the whistle. Henry had now made it into Knapford Junction. But just from the journey from Plymouth to Knapford, Henry was very tired. So after a bit, Henry got a nice drink of water and some more Welsh coal. Wait, I meant just coal, not Welsh coal. That'll be for a different video of the series, sorry. Henry felt much better after that. At last, Henry was at the harbor. Slowing down. Trying to line it up. There we go. Good enough.